Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm disappointed that the Honourable Member Vincent Jordan has decided to depart. Pastor Jordan. Mr. Speaker, I rise on this side of the House to lend my full support to Budget 2023 as presented by our distinguished and brilliant Honourable Minister of Finance in the Office of the President. Allow me to congratulate our Honourable Senior Minister of Finance and the staff of the Ministry of Finance for a well-crafted budget under the theme Improving Lives Today, Building Prosperity for Tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2023 focuses on the developing priorities that will elevate this nation. Clearly, Mr. Speaker, the resources that are located in critical areas including agriculture, food security, healthcare, housing, education, transportation, water and sanitation, increased direct household income, supporting the Guyanese in need, and continue to improve the lives of all Guyanese. Budget 2023, Mr. Speaker, is a demonstration of this government, of Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, ability to prudently manage our country's diverse resources, as well making conscious investment in sectors that will immediately have impact on the daily lives of our people. These critical investments, Mr. Speaker, will go a long way to ensure our people benefit from steady development. The massive infrastructure program will also enhance Guyanese comfort as well. The significant resources allocated to community infrastructure are efforts to hasten to build a cohesive and strong community. Budget 2023 will see resources of this country in equitable distribution across the 10 administrative regions. Every town, every community, every village will benefit from our infrastructure development. Mr. Speaker, while I was making notes for my presentation last night, I was trying to compare the development that is taking place over the last 2.5 years under the PPP administration and what took place 5 years under the APNU AFC coalition. And Mr. Speaker, honestly, I could not find any development, absolutely nothing that took place in Region 5 under the APNU AFC coalition. That is what the record are. That is the legacy they left. Except they squander $200 million on a so-called model farm. I have news for you, my colleagues on the other side of the House. We are building a modern state-of-the-art hospital at that very venue. Very venue. Mr. Speaker, 2 years ago, after I listened to the Honourable Member Prince Lloyd Jordan, I referred to him as deaf, dumb, and blind. 2 years after, the Honourable Member is deafer, dumber, and blinder. Mr. Speaker, this administration led by His Excellency and these honourable men and women on this side of the House, we believe that it's a time for politics in this country. And it's a time that we have to take our responsibility very serious. And we take our responsibility very serious. And that is why we are governing this country, that every single Guyanese must benefit from the resources of our country. Whether you live at Ithaca, whether you live at Belladrum, whether you live at Bad Settlement, whether you live at The Hoop, whether you live at 28, every Guyanese must benefit from the resources of our country. Mr. Speaker, we are a very proactive government. In Region 5, we have 286 ministerial and MP visits to communities across Region 5. 286. And you can follow me on Facebook. And Mr. Speaker, when we go to these communities, we are not going for photo ops. We're going for serious consultation. And we do not look at the textures of one hair or the color of the one skin. We see people. We see people. We listen to the issues. We listen to the concerns. We come back to our offices, discuss with our technical people, and ensure. And I want to draw a few examples. The Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, we were invited to go to number 28, a predominant Afro-Guyanese community, and they voted AP and UAFC. But they invited us, and we went there. And Mr. Speaker, I called the Honorable Member Vince Roy Jordan, want to be inclusive, to join us. But you know what the residents told us? Mr. Jafarally, let that gentleman don't come here. Let that gentleman don't come here. Because for 5 years, for 5 years they did nothing. Nothing for number 28 community. Mr. Speaker, the people raised 2 or 3 concerns with us. There is the desilting of the community drains.
Mr. Speaker.
They discuss.
Honourable Member Ms. Ferguson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand on standing order 40. 6, just heard the honourable member referring to an unparliamentary term, right? Shame is being used and no one is being upgraded in the House.
Honourable Member, with respect to the term, I didn't hear shame, but if you did, we will strike it. Continue, please. And we will check the record for you too.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. There is 3 or 4 issues with us. Community drains, road, and they need some assistance to start small business. In less than 2 days, we had the machine distilling and cleaning the community drains. In less than 2 days, we have provided 1,000 black giant chicken to 17 farmers in number 28. 17 farmers. And we went more. We are employing people from the very community to maintain the drains. We are maintaining the drains in the very community. Mr. Speaker, the honourable member, Anil Nandalal, he engaged the community of Plantation Hope. These residents of this community had wanted a title. And in less than a year, just before after Christmas, we went and we delivered the title to the people of Plantation Hope. That is how we operate. The Honourable Member Susan Rodriguez. For 2 years, the residents of Sweetcliff Street, Rosignol, were knocking at the door of Gaiwa in Region 5. The Honourable Member Vincent Jordan was the manager at that time. Just for 20 length of pipe, so they can enjoy potable water. In less than 2 weeks, the residents are enjoying that. That is what we are doing. The Honourable Member Colin Kroll, we went to Burma Housing Scheme and we distributed 300 additional house lots in Region 5. That's how we operate. And Mr. Speaker, while we are going there, they're subtly telling their supporters not to go to our community meetings. They're subtly telling them, the Honourable Juan Edgel, just before Christmas, we went to Ithaca. And we are trying to make the children feel nice for Christmas. We took 1,000 toys and 1,000 bags of goodies. They went around the village telling the people, don't send your children. You know what the people came and they told us? They said, Mr. Edgel, for 5 years, those people were in office that never came to Ithaca. Never came to Ithaca. This is how we operate. This is how we operate. When we are launching this
Mr.
gold
Speaker.
scholarship, when we are launching the gold scholarship in
Mr.
Region
Speaker.
Honorable Member Priyamani Chan.
Honorable Member Jafarally, we have a point of order by the Honorable Member, Ms. Ferguson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise on standing order 41 and seeking clarification on what the
Okay,
honorable
actually,
member just
Honorable Member, it is 40B.
40B.
Right. And 40B says, for clarification, I'll have to seek the permission of the person currently on the floor. So Honorable Member Mr. Jafarally, would you allow the Honorable Member to seek the clarification from you? I'm not hearing you.
Mr. Speaker, I will proceed with my presentation.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable Member Ms. Ferguson?
Yes, Mr.
Unfortunately, the
But it's
Honorable...
misinforming the House, Mr.
Well, this is a different,
Speaker.
you'll have somebody else speaking, you can correct that based on your information. Go ahead, Honorable.
Thank you,
Member.
Mr. Speaker. As was saying, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Priyamani Chan and Honorable Sonia Parag, when they were going to do consultation for the gold project, they went around telling their people, don't worry with these people, the PPP will not give you anything. I'm happy to report, for the last 2 years, more than 1,200 young people are able to gain the gold scholarship from Region 5. This is how we operate in Region 5. The Honorable David Indar. The Honorable David Indar at good faith. At good faith. For 5 years, 12 families were not receiving electricity. One visit, and they are now enjoying electricity.
That's the way you work.
Our Honorable Prime Minister, he went to a masjid at Woodley Park, and in less than days they're enjoying free internet. Free internet. This is how we operate, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Member Prince Roy Jordan buff and pluff for 25 minutes, and he did not say anything. He said that the labs in Region 5 are not working. I just want to share with this House, Mr. Speaker, for 3 months of last year, that's October to December 2022, there were 22,366 tests done at the lab at Fort Wellington. 2,826 patients visit that lab. At Maikoni Hospital, from October to December, there were 16,103 tests done at that hospital with 1,981 patients. Mr. Speaker, this is how it is misleading the people of this nation. The gentleman said there is no ambulance in Region 5. There are 3 ambulances in Region 5 operating. 3 ambulances operating in Region 5. He said the x-rays at Fort Wellington and at Fort Maikoni is not working. Mr. Speaker, both x-rays are working. And our surgical theaters are in order, Mr. Speaker. Why are these people misinforming this nation? Mr. Speaker, agriculture has been the backbone for Region 5. Region 5 is the largest agricultural region of our country, with more than 100,000 acres in rice and all of that. The Honorable Member was trying to tell us, or tell this nation, or tell this House, that rice farmers are not benefiting in a significant way from the government. Mr. Speaker, between the period of 2015-2020, majority of the farmers were forced to leave the agricultural land because they destroyed infrastructure. the infrastructure collapsed, and they increased revenue over 600%. Taxes. When we took office in 2020, in the first 3 months, the Ministry of Agriculture had to spend hundreds of millions of dollars, and today we continue to rebuild what the APNU AFC have destroyed. We rebuilt dams, drainage canal, bridges, sluices. We purchased machinery. Today, if any one of our honorable members on this side, that side of the house, should go to the agriculture community, every square inch of land is occupied. In addition to that, Mr. Speaker, the breeding bull, we have started distribution in Region 5. Look, this is at Belladrum. Mr. Speaker, talking about Belladrum, these people are very disgusting. They want to claim a community building. Had not been the intervention of the residents of Belladrum, who told them that this building belongs to all of us and not to the PNC group. That's right. And not to the PNC group. It belongs to the community. And I want to assure the people of Belladrum, this government, led by Dr. Mohamed Jafarally, led by our ministers, will not allow a community building to be occupied and become a PNC office. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, as you took a pause there, it's a good time to seek an extension for you to conclude.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask that the honorable colleague of mine gets additional time to conclude his presentation.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Teixeira. Honorable member, you have 5 minutes to conclude your presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, 38 farmers, ordinary people, benefit from 5,000 black giant chicken in Region 5. Another 38 benefited from ducklings from the Ministry of Agriculture. And Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Member Ganesh Mahipal was telling us that he saw some vehicle going house to house assisting poor people. Well, let me say this, Mr. Speaker. In Region 5, and it is public knowledge, we were able to assist 60 poor persons to start their own small business. And let me give you a breakdown. From Ithaca, I want the honorable member to hear, from Ithaca, 5 persons. From number 5, 8 persons. From Belladrum, 14 persons. From Fellowship, another 12. And in the heart, at Port, another 4. Mr. Speaker, this is how we operate. We don't see people based on race. We are all Guyanese. I mentioned number 5. We are Guyanese. We are a government for every single person. Mr. Speaker, in education, Mr. Speaker, the honorable member of Inside Jordan again attacking our teachers and the education system. I'm happy to report that Region 5 is the first region to attain universal education at the secondary level. At the secondary level, we have already acquired universal education at the primary level. We have modernized and create an environment that is both conducive to learning and teaching. That is what the Ministry of Education is doing. That is what the Ministry of Education is doing, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, as we continue to work, in concluding, Mr. Speaker, I would like to remind the honorable member on that side of the House, you have a unique opportunity to join us, to join the One Guyana platform, to join the One Guyana platform. Mr. Speaker, because, Mr. Speaker, They will never ever sit on this side of the house in a long, long time to come. Never gonna sit a long time to come. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, 2023 budget will make it different in the life of our teachers, our public servants, our farmers, our school children, our nurses, our policemen and women. Every single Guyanese will benefit from budget 2023. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.